like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a...
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
Single. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Both sevens a mic. Both sevens a mic. Got it. Check. Check it back. Check it back. Hey, check. Check safety.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. We go 21. Hey, kill.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Breeze going to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Blue. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Jaguar first down.
Ready. 95-56. Over. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... You kill. Spot. No. Here we go. Hey, easy.
Breeze now on first down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back. Usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
They got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready. 5-9. 45, over.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Alpha.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. I
have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the eye. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, express, go.
Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. Check your hot read. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Kill. 58. Hey, seam 6.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Hey, Foxtrot.
Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced it. Incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble. And under pressure, they got him again. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Completes it to Lee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ryan now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm going. Hey, Delta. I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
15 yards on the play. First down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He's going to field this at the 4. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Drive 1. Check.
Now Breeze. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning the
ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shart's got it left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They run for it. Here's Blue. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
51, Sam!
Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Under 22!
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you say, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday. Check.
The 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Watch 22, look, he's the opposite. Watch the twist. Watch out. Shift. 6-6, bullet.
They go again with Blue. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Ready. Ready. 22's coming. 22's coming.
From the 44, Breeze open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. To throw is Breeze. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. It's complete, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This one taken just inside the 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Watch 2.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taking it about the 16. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 40, 20, 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 79 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ryan on the keeper.
59, ready.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
You got 3.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Ryan on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance